The Dakar is the race that all drivers all over the world want to do one time in his life. So I think for the atmosphere, for the family of Dakar, for the places, I think everything is unique.
The Dakar is so special because for me, you never know what is coming. You know? In 1 second, you can lose everything or you can win everything.
Dakar is special because it's an event since more than 45 years. It was also the first image of Africa, of dunes, desert, sand, with all these trees and the dust.
A challenge for those who go, a dream for those who stay behind. Thierry Sabine's words ring as true now as they did in 1978, when the French motorcycle racer founded the Dakar Rally with 78 vehicles taking part.
Dakar is a legend, the race. I've looked at it every year as a kid, watching it with my father on the TV, and it's special because it's the longest race on 2 wheels for us and so physically demanding.
I think the Dakar is one of those great races in motorsport. I mean, you have Indy 500, you have Monaco, and then I think you have Dakar and Le Mans, for example. They are the big four in my eyes.
It's not only a race, it's like a mini life in 14 days. It's the hardest race on the world.
It's a passion. At the end, I love to ride bikes, you know. But I started when I was 3 years old and I never stopped. When you are on the desert, it's amazing. Stay there alone and nothing more. It's you, the bike, and the desert, you know. It's that moment, it's only there.
Its reputation has grown like the list of competitors and categories, as cars, bikes, quads, trucks and side-by-side vehicles do battle in a unique motorsport marathon. Staged first in Africa, then South America, and since 2020 in the deserts of the Middle East, the Dakar has a name that sparks awe and wonder.
Saudi Arabia, a huge landscape, you know, have a lot of things in one area. If you want to have a sand, a rock, a fast road, a mountain, you will find everything, and this is, I think, a great location for Dakar.
14 days of competition, with more than 300 vehicles covering more than 7,000 kilometers of relentlessly demanding terrain, creating heroes who scale extraordinary heights. Like Stefan Pederhansel, the Frenchman is renowned as Mr. Dakar after winning 14 titles on 3 different continents, on 2 wheels and on 4, most recently in 2021.
Probably this is the hardest race in the world. We are always close to the dangerous situation. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes you're stuck on the sand. You need to move a 2 ton of car with your hand. You move the sand by yourself.
No other event reaches so deep into the soul of all those brave enough to take part, casting its spell so they return to the desert again and again.
What is life without a challenge? And, the Dakar is a challenge for any driver, and it's the same for me.
Every year after the Dakar, I have the feeling, okay, I will not come back, and finally, when the time is running, you have some nice images, some good memories from the race, and it's a kind of adventure that you wouldn't live if you are not doing that now.
I remember my first Dakar. If you have the chance to start in front of 600,000 people, or going to La Paz where was like 400,000 people watching and screaming to you, you want more from this, so you want to repeat moment like this.
Dakar, I was the youngest one to ever win a stage, and then Carlos Sainz was the oldest one to ever win a stage. Same day. You could be in the sport for a long time.
The race is so hard. You are alone in the desert more than 6 or 7 hours. Also, you have to do liaison. So at the end of the day, you stay like 10 or 12 hours on the bike. The stages are so difficult with the navigation also. And now the level in the Dakar is so high. You have like 15 or 20 riders, so good riders. So for that, the race now is crazy. And the level every year is more high.
Sometimes I ask myself this too, why I do this and why I put myself through this self-inflicted pain and torture, but I don't know, I love the atmosphere and the people that we surround ourselves with, and so many countries from around the world coming together in one place to basically, yeah, duel it out to see who's the best on 2 wheels, 4 wheels and in trucks, I guess.
Toby Price announced himself on the Dakar when he finished 3rd on his debut in 2015 as a private entry. Next year was even better. With full backing, he won as a member of KTM Factory Racing, and again in 2019.
You win the event once, you want the second one, and you do this, and you want the third. So you're never content, you're never happy with what you've got, and you always want more. You can't get away from it. I've broke myself that many times and broke now 30 bones, but the first thing I pretty much wake up on the operating table is when can I get back on the motorcycle and start riding. So you'd think after a little while that the brain would just flick a switch and go, that's enough, but this day hasn't come yet, and I hope it doesn't come anytime in the future, and I see myself riding and racing as long as I can.
I won in 17, I was 3rd in 19 and 3rd in 2021, and normally 22 is time to win again. I still love that adventure, you know, when you set off from home, you say goodbye to your loved ones and you're off on this adventure, and who knows what's coming over the next 5 days. Even every morning we set off, we don't know what's coming at us, you know. So for me personally also, I like competition, so yeah, do my best in the race.
Sam Sunderland has been one of Dakar's leading contenders since making his debut in 2012. Crashes, injuries, mechanical failures. Nothing breaks his resolve.
I guess you can say it's like a love-hate relation. For me, it's always been that you add value to your result by going through hard times. The more that you suffer and overcome things along the way, it means so much more when you win or when you get that result you was searching for. Like, if I brought my Dakar trophy and put it on your mantelpiece at home, you'd walk past it in the morning and be like, oh, it's a cool piece of metal, but it doesn't mean anything to you. To me, I look at it and I know all of the things I went through to get it.
It's very addictive because my second Dakar was very bad. I don't sleep during 4 nights. And after this Dakar, I want to continue. So that's why it's very special, because you increase your mind, you want more, no? Every year. So it's very nice to compete in this race. Some people here are crazy and I need to continue and do again and again the race because it's very nice.
Cristina Gutierrez also keeps coming back for more. And in 2021, in her 5th Dakar drive, she became the first woman since Jutta Kleinschmidt in 2005 to win a Dakar stage. Just taking part is an achievement. Finishing, let alone winning, deserves the Ultimate Performance Award. Irreplaceable, irresistible, endlessly inspiring. With an eye to the future, as Audi's newly developed RSQ e-tron rally car joins the race in 2022 to open the next chapter in Dakar history. Only the best need apply.